Hey, stop. Is the stream working? That's the question here. Hopefully it's working. Seems to be working. Alright. Let's... Hopefully it's working. Alright. Seems like it's working. I don't know if anyone can hear me, but hopefully you can. Sorry if you could hear the computer fan. My computer does not like live streaming. I don't know how this stuff works, honestly. So there's a chat right here. If I do this, could see the chat. Is that a good idea? I don't really know. Oops. No, bad idea. Give me back the chat. Chat. Okay. Funny, you know what? Maybe it would be a good idea if I had like 2 monitors. Right now I'm watching my other one on my iPad. Not really the best approach, I'd say, but whatever. Doing my best. It's never. There we go. Put these back up here. Did I already do? No. Yeah. That's much better. I don't really do that very often. Wait, I know what to do. That's better. Alright. Hopefully someone will join eventually. That'd be pretty cool, honestly. Well, inbetweening. Fun, good times. Takes a long time, but it's okay. I like it. Maybe I should like play music, but you could easily put music in a different tab and watch the stream anyways. I've done that several times. So, a handy dandy little shortcut, you know? So, yeah, inbetweening. Good times. Takes a long time. Oh, hey, Silver Sun! Hello! I'm animating. So, here's my animation so far.
Okay, so once I had this deer, right? Of course, no one wants to die, so she started begging, offering money, the whole 9 yards, as they do. It's always similar at first, but eventually they start opening up. Once they realize I made my decision when I brought them here, maybe a nice little conversation will convince me of...
Yeah, and then the rest is obviously not finished. So I still have a ton of frames to do. Where am I? Right around here. There I am. What happens if I put that here? Oh man. Nice dream. That must be terrible. Yeah, I don't need to be dreaming for that to happen. Let's see here. How do I mean, would it even be helpful? Project? No. Whatever. I'm just gonna keep working, I guess. View. Am I doing view? Oh, whatever. I'm just gonna continue working like this then. Oh, it's good to see at least one person. So that's cool. I should probably put this on like Discord and other things to get more people, but oh well. Kinda too lazy for that. Hopefully the audio is not too bad since the fans are really going at it. Cameron, Alan, Davidson Black, hey, howdy. Why do I say howdy? I don't know. But hi, welcome to the stream. I'm still working on this gigantic project I've set myself up for. But I love it. I love spending an insane amount of time on something I love. It's, I don't know, but it's great. It's really swell. Swell and amazing, great, and I love spending a ton of time on something that other people think is insane and dumb and whatever. Is the audio good, by the way? Like, could you hear like the animation, or was it drowned out by the fans? Sweet, perfect, great. Really happy about that because I never really know of these kinds of things. Live streaming is a fickle thing. Too bad I can't stream on my iPad, that would be great, but my iPad really cannot handle streaming. It literally crashes after not even a second of quitting the app and trying to draw. So streaming on my computer is much better, but that means I can't do like art live streams, which would be really cool. But oh well, it is what it is. Yeah, A and B stream. I was actually watching that, and then just now I was like, no, I want to do my own live stream. So that's what I decided to do. Continue my own thing. Motivation. It's so weird. Once you have motivation, you just gotta go out and do the thing, or else you'll never do it. Hell yeah! Hello! Hi! Welcome! I'm here, you're here too. Everyone's here. Hopefully more people come, that would be cool. Live streams are really awesome, but like I never really know what to talk about because in the end I don't really have much to talk about. Just scribbling away, as I always do. Scribble. I like scribbling, it's the best thing to do. It's good for me, good for me. Look at me go. Woo-hoo. Yeah. Don't mind the weird noises coming out of my mouth. It's me attempting to speak. To communicate with the world. Not an easy thing to do. I don't have enough brain cells for that. Howdy, yeah, Pirate Scold! Hello, hello! Good to see you. With this, you could talk to me through the interwebs. It's really a marvelous invention. Talk with people all the way across the other side of the world. Technology, it's a scary thing. Technology, not even once. Alright, so here we go. Now I gotta add yet another frame. I'm contemplating whether to add one more frame to slow out between here and here, or no. I'm gonna try to just see how it goes without doing that. Yes, technology. I hate technology. The horrors of the modern world. So, okay. So basically it's gonna be like the other frame I have, but this right here. Let's actually keep. Actually, that's handy dandy light box. There we go. Hello, Dalen. Oh, it's so cool to have people here. I almost feel loved. It's almost like people care. It's impossible. You're not allowed to. Let's maybe just a little higher. That's better. I was actually thinking about doing like studies of animation, like drawings by like Notes Call or whatever. But then I was like, I want to continue my own animation, so that's what I'm doing. I've been reading a lot of the anime, no, not that one, The Illusion of Life, and it's so, it's absolutely amazing to read about like what people did and stuff like that. Hello, Daruji! Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for waking up this morning. I should definitely live stream more, it's so much fun. One thing I cannot wait to do is to start shading this, because that's something I want to do. Will I be able to do it? I have no idea, but I really hope so, because just seeing it in my brain is so beautiful, and I want to get that onto the screen. But first, before any of that, I first need to finish like the actual animation part, and then I have to color it, and like on his hat he actually has like plaid, so that's gonna be another thing I'm gonna have to do, like doing all the stripes that go this way and then that go this way, and that's gonna take a long time, with like the darker parts in the middle. But yeah, that's gonna take a while, but I'm gonna do it because I have a vision and I want to get it down. Yes, it gives me life as well. Like, speak about shading, the type of, how do I speak? Ah, no, let me, let me go. The, type of shading. Oh, hey, there you guys are. Welcome. Oh, Vortex. The type of shading I want to do. Photos. References. Where is video? I hate everything. Video. We are getting it done. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. I love Mike. He makes me so happy. He's a murderer, but who cares? He's he he gives my brain the happy vibes, you know. Sometimes adding too many mouth shapes makes it look bad, so I'm always like terrified of doing that. But when that does happen, I just kind of try to rework it to the best of my ability. Well, thanks. Alright, I'll finish this mouth and then I'll show again the animation so far. Actually, don't know if I want it to be a bit bigger, but maybe that's a bad idea, but who really knows? I love his little teeth. They're just amazing in every way. Yeah, my Wacom is kind of lagging a bit. My computer does not like me animating a lot of the time. But whatever, they'll just have to deal with it. My iPad also does not like me animating on it a lot of the time because a few years ago I was animating something and my iPad froze for a long time because it was just suffering so much from what I was doing. And my computer seems to be dealing with the same thing. My computer is weak. That will never stand. I've been learning animation for, well, depends on what you mean by learning, because I started learning animation, I'd say, maybe 2 years ago. But like, I've been doing animation for, since I was, around, uh, around 14, 13, something like that. But like I was really bad at it. So, well, I mean, of course, I wasn't actually learning. I started properly learning from A&B Real Animator training, and that's how I actually learned how to animate. Because before that, I was just doing random YouTube tutorial videos, which I thought I was learning from, but it turns out I really wasn't, because when I started actually learning properly, I was like, there's so much that goes into animation. It's really incredible. So, yeah. Oh, oh right, I said that I was going to show the animation. Here it is. I'm going to show the whole thing, even the parts I have not in between yet, just so you get an idea of what I'm going for.
Okay, so once I had this deer, right? Of course, no one wants to die, so she started begging, offering money, the whole 9 yards, as they do. It's always similar at first, but eventually they start opening up. Once they realize I made my decision when I brought them here, maybe a nice little conversation will convince me of keeping them around. See, what I make is art. A living might be less than ideal, but once they're dead, they can become anything. I want my work to reflect who the person was when they were alive, who they truly are, underneath all the lies and the wasted dreams.
And there we go. I love him. He moves, and it's amazing to see him move and talk. Oh. Mike, are you okay? Are you okay, sir? Okay, so this section actually looked pretty good, surprisingly.
Okay, so I made my decision when I brought them. My decision when I brought them. Okay, I made my decision when I brought them here. I made my decision when I brought them here. I made my decision when I brought them here. I made my decision when I brought them here.
Actually, I think I'm gonna leave it like that because it actually looks pretty good, I'd say. Oh, I finished yet another section. Good for me. This part now scares me, so that's great. I love the sleeves so much. It's so much fun to do that. Oh, hey. Yeah, animation. It's I love it. It's fun. Let's just yank this eyeball and tiny bit. There we go. Oh, that's much better. Wow, these are small. This like it's kind of shorter. Yeah, that's better. How many frames would I need between these? I'm thinking one, maybe two. Yeah, one frame at a half and one frame to slow into it, I think would be good. Actually, I could add one more frame here. Just so that I have a frame for reference, I suppose. Ah, there it is. I really want his smile to just get bigger because with this frame, I wanted like the smile to start creeping in. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. He has such a good smile. I love his smile so much. Oh, my goldfish drawing! I remember that. Which one? I have several goldfish drawings. I have one that was a character from a YouTube series called Satellite City. Because there was like a little contest to kill the goldfish in the most brutal way. So I have one of those, but I also have one for a wallpaper design that I made and technically can sell, but I never actually continued to like make it public, I guess. So I should probably do that somewhere on Spoonflower. Even right next to me, I actually have the design printed on some test fabrics and stuff like that. I should probably put that up eventually. Oh well, it's just how things are. I have so many things to do, I keep forgetting everything because I'm just like, animation. Please, I just want to animate. The best contest indeed, yes. Bob the goldfish. It's funny because fish are actually my favorite animal. They make me so happy and stuff like that. And I'm just like, yeah, sure, I'll brutally murder a goldfish for an art contest. It's fun because I've actually gotten much better since then at drawing like guts and gore and blood and death and all that good stuff. I'm like much better at it. Well, yeah. I mean, look at references. It does definitely help. save it real quick just in case. Oh, that's something I need to keep in mind. What's wrong? Yeah. Yeah, I like to draw. Surprising, I know. Animation is just drawing the same thing a million times until it moves. Who would have ever thought I liked drawing? I mean, it's impossible, an impossible notion, I say. No one ever would have thought that. I like to keep a little bit of movement. Like, this does not really make much sense, but I think it will still look good to keep it kind of not extremely solid. I don't know why, but I feel like it adds personality. So if I just face kind of looks bad. Uh, I want that squish. That's what I really want with this. Wait, no. There we go. I like trying to get squishiness. I really should get a new Wacom like pencil nib, because mine, I haven't replaced mine in a very long time, like a few years, I think. Or, I mean, I don't know, like a year, I'm guessing, something like that, and it's really worn down. And I lost the other nibs I had. I have no idea where they went. And I keep planning on buying them and then just never buying anything. It's really annoying. Oh, oh yeah, thank you. Hi. You guys are so sweet. What the? This is not normal. How dare you be nice and amazing people? I really don't like this fight. Looks absolutely terrible. Let's see here. Yeah, that would be a little bit better. There. That's much better. I love this character, and I'm so happy with like the guy who did his voice, Jack Burchell, did an amazing job, and I'm super happy with that because like Mike has a voice now, and I'm so happy he could speak. And like one of the best decisions I've made is just being like, you know what, I've seen other people do this. I might as well give it a try and try hiring a person to do some voice acting for me. And like I've wanted to do that for a long time, but I never did because I'm like terrified of literally everything. So like just like doing that decision opened up so many possibilities because now I'm like, hey, you know what? Maybe I can do this on my own. It's really cool. You know what? Maybe. Yeah, that's when the smile would start creeping in even more. Like, just like slowly start creeping in before this. That's when it really pops, I guess. Let's reawaken. There we go. Other frame. Might do this section on ones, but not entirely sure. Oh yeah, I'm terrified of copyright, which is what stopped me from doing a ton of things that I want to do because I really want to like there's so many songs and music I want to like animate to, but like and like so many people on YouTube do it and have no problem, but like I know nothing about anything, so I'm like absolutely terrified of like getting my video taken down. But like every like animator on YouTube does it, but like I'm just scared of everything, so it doesn't really help. But hiring your own voice actor is so unbelievably awesome, and I'm thinking about starting a Patreon soon so that I could hold up, what was I talking about? So that I can hire people like to do music and voice acting and stuff like that in the future, like when I have enough, so that I can like actually start making my own things like that. That would be extremely amazing to do. But yeah, start a Patreon is just one of the other many things stopping me from doing anything because I don't know how it works and I want to do it, but I'm also kind of terrified. I'm just kind of rambling about completely random things. Oh, there's 5 people watching. Well, technically 4 because I'm watching from my iPad. Move this down a little bit. That looks a bit better. His teeth should not be moving like that, but like, I'll get better with time, so why bother fixing every single tiny mistake? That's something I've learned. I mean, already this animation is, I mean, it's good, but I'm already starting to feel like I could do better in certain regards. Like maybe acting-wise and stuff in the future, but like, I'm not gonna restart the whole animation or anything like that because I've put so much work into it, and I just love it regardless of like any mistakes I see or anything like that. So I'm just gonna continue because I just really enjoy it. I really like his like bottom lip. I think most of my characters have a bottom lip, but like, I don't know, I kind of draw my characters differently in a way, and they, I mean, they still clearly all belong to my style, but like, I mean, even I drew a bit of Clara, who's Mike's girlfriend. Well, girlfriend, but in the cartoon I want to make, they eventually get married, so girlfriend slash wife or whatever. But like she's like much softer. Like what I draw her, she's like very like delicate and softer when I like in the lines I choose, and she has like more rounded ears. This is like an extreme off model, but like her hair actually is supposed to kind of look a bit like a heart in a way, or a heart or flower, something like that, and it goes like this. And her eyes are also different. Everything about her is like softer, and I really love her. She's adorable. They're so good together. I love them. She doesn't know he's a murderer. No one tell her, please. Go ahead and the other eye right there. Her nose and mouth are also smaller. She's adorable and I love her. Yeah, I mean, this is of course extremely off model. I'm just doing this off the top of my head. But like even her like inner ear kind of is like more flowing and stuff like that. And hands are adorable. They're like really delicate and soft. There we go. This is looking absolutely terrible, but whatever. And like, yeah, yeah. Then life would be more. It's weird how I build my characters kind of like differently. It kind of makes sense, I guess, but like, it's cool. There we go. It's basically like, it's like, oh, fun fact, this animation is actually kind of outdated design-wise, because he, uh, I actually changed his coat to be more correct, I guess, because now it's like this, and it looks much better rather than uh, like in this one it's uh, like this, and it's weird and dumb, and I hate it. It's like this goes right there. I love this scribble so much. Yeah, perfect. Amazing. I'd take a picture of this before I delete it. Alright, and time to delete it and pretend it never happened, because it never did. Okay. There we go. I really like the squish of the cheeks or whatever.
my decision when I brought them here. Maybe a nice decision when I brought them here. Maybe a nice little...
Yeah, I think that would work. It definitely doesn't slow down the movement at all, so it's good fun to have here. It still gives the pop the vitality of life. I don't know. It's good. You know what, if I'm not gonna fix those teeth? Yeah, never. Hello, Eric. Moi aussi, je suis en France. Et voilà. I'm gonna quickly do something on Twitter. Yeah, I'm gonna retweet the live stream. There we go. Ah oui, oui, bah oui, je suis en France. Je sais pas trop quoi dire, mais j'ai un peu envie de retourner en Amérique quand même. What drawing name? I don't know what that means. The character, his name's Mike. He's a murderer and a taxidermist. Luckily, those two kind of go hand in hand. His hobby is murder and his job is taxidermy. Really a match made in heaven or hell, depending on how you look at it. I should be painting today because I have a painting that's supposed to be done for class, but here I am animating instead. I have my priorities in check. animation, and it's like I think drawing too, but mostly animation is like one of the things, one of like the very few things that make me actually happy. I really love this. It's really great. Even just like reading about animation, but it's kind of hard sometimes to read like the illusion of life because like I start reading it and then all of a sudden I'm like overcome by motivation and I'm like I want to do this, I want to do that, and then I start working out some random quick little animation or quickly jotting something down in my sketchbook or something like that. Which is also why today I actually wanted to uh, do a little breakdown study of like Note Call or some other animator. I don't know, like just a random piece of animation to try to learn what I can from it. But instead, I'm here animating myself because I just really love animation and I want to bring stuff into the world and not just learn. But I want to do both, which I am doing both. But not enough because college is wasting my time from learning. Ironically, it's keeping me from learning. I'm so happy that I'm at this stage now. Like, because like I was over here somewhere.
Always similar first.
Like I was right here. Like, I don't know when, like a few weeks back, and I was like, I've reached this point of the animation. I was like really happy about that, but now I'm like, and I'm super happy I reached this point because this point is kind of like a tipping point because that's when the movement actually changes because after this, he grabs the wine glass and I'm so excited to start animating all that because if you look closely there's actually distortion in like the glass. Like this is gonna be so much fun to animate, like with like how the like it kind of curls upwards and like follows the shape of the glass. That's gonna be so much fun to animate. And like it's like happening over here as well and stuff. That's gonna be so much fun. But I still have a very long way to go. But I'm so happy that I'm doing this. So anyways, I started animating. You know how it is. Just starting a random piece of animation. So anyways, I started. I mean, yeah, basically, honestly, it's like it makes me happy. It makes my brain feel emotions it doesn't feel often. Joy? What's that? Oh, animation? Yeah, yeah, I've felt happiness before, I swear. So, and I also like keeping my animation really sketchy, even though some of these frames, because they're in between, they don't look sketchy at all. I like with this one, just like roughing it out and figuring out the shape and all of that. There's so much stuff I want to do. Like I've studied a bit of the hand bones, and the hand bones are really interesting because like the bones of the hand are actually, so like if you do like this and then like this and this, so there's actually like this bone and it breaks up here and another little section here that's like the thumb, and then there's like this that actually goes like that. Hard to explain. I'm really bad at explaining, but actually, right. So this part actually goes like this, I think. I'm doing this from memory just to see if I remember anything. But there's a bone right here that connects both. That touches a bone right here and the thumb bone, so it kind of like connects. Then right here would be like the web of the palm, and like the fingers keep going here. But like there's three bones here and there's 4 bones here. Well, 4 bones plus 1. There's a little circular bone here, I think. So 4 main bones that kind of go like this, that are down here. But this one is actually much longer and touches a bone that's right here, a bone that's like here in the middle, and like these 2 bones that are right here. Okay, this is like extremely out of proportion, but like basically there's like, yeah, or something like this. Then there's like the fingers up here and all of that. But like this drawing is extremely bad, but like that's the gist of it. Actually it'd be more like this, with then the fingers going outwards like that. There you go, and then the thumb would be right here, and this actually I should have just started that drawing like this, and then there's like this long bone that goes right here, connecting to one that's like here. None of this makes any sense, but that's basically how it is. But like I like thinking about that when like drawing hands, because like then I can like understand a bit more of like where the bones would actually be, even if they're like small chinchilla hands, so it wouldn't really be the same, but something like that. I've been mostly studying hands because I really like hands. They're my favorite, but like I don't know much about any other bone. I know enough, I guess. Oh, Hung Ming Hui, hello! Welcome! Oh. Yeah, so this is a hand. Very interesting. Actually, let's do something interesting. And instead, like, have the hand drag a bit downwards. That would create a more interesting arc. Go forward. Yeah, that'd be a bit more interesting, I hope. So like that, since the hand goes over here, the arc would be more like this instead of like this, which I find more interesting. Like if the hand went like this rather than this way. This creates a more interesting arc, since then the hand would go something like that. I love like this animation because it's actually getting me to think like an animator instead of just moving things around. Like my pigeon animation was mostly just moving things around, but this one is really making me think in arcs and animation rather than and acting and emotion and all of this other stuff rather than just making something move. And it's so amazing. I absolutely love that. Like I love just I feel like I'm becoming like an actual animator because I'm thinking about all of this stuff and it's coming more naturally. My previous animation, my pigeon animation, was too mechanical because I didn't I wasn't really I was thinking too technical, and now everything's just coming a bit more naturally to me, and it's really magical. I don't know. I'm just kind of a weirdo who loves to animate. That's just how it is sometimes, you know? Know what I mean? What the hell am I even talking about? Oof, yeah, I have a lot of school projects that I should technically be doing. Yeah, animation. It makes me so happy. I love seeing things come to life, even if it's just like yesterday and Friday, I think. I made two very quick scribbly animations, and even just that, I was so happy because there was so much life and vitality in those scribbles that were just moving, and I was like, wow, I can actually make my characters be alive, and it's so cool. I love that. Oh, animation, so cool, bro. Animation, it's my favorite drug. Gotta snort animation paper to feel the power. Yummy animation. How long have I even been streaming for? I have absolutely no idea. Character study. Um, I suggest ooh, well, a character study or an animation story. I for character, I suggest Roger from 101 Dalmatians. But if you're going for more studying animation, I highly suggest the transformation scene in Beauty and the Beast. But choose the pencil test because the actual final thing that's on screen is it's covered up by a lot of smoke effects, which is stupid. So look at the original animation that was done, and it looks much better. with all the dumb smoke effects obscuring the beauty of animation. Never snorted paper. But that's the best part, especially when it's animation paper. The holes for the peg holes really add a new flavor. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about, but whatever. Just like put it through a shredder and just get to animating. Who needs cocaine when you have animation paper? They're both white, so like it's the same thing. Oh, looking out for, so look out for like where shapes flow together, um, and like so like for an I can't fucking talk. For an animation I briefly studied of Roger from 101 Dalmatians, I noticed it's a lot of very flowing shapes like this, like for his neck and shoulders. This is all from memory. I did this a few months back, so I don't really remember. But it was really flowy, and then the his like collar would actually like go out and break the shape of like the flowing line, so it'd be something kind of like this, and it was so interesting to see. And so look out for like those kind of flowing lines, and where certain shapes can sometimes like break the silhouette, like if you have like like a what's it called, um like a like a shirt sleeve, and like it connects here, and like it and like breaks like the silhouette right here. It creates for like really interesting stuff. And also look out, um a very important thing is to look out for like silhouette. Silhouette is like extremely important. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just so like with this for instance. Uh, like the important like silhouette, um, the negative space. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like the negative space would be like right here, and it would create like a interesting pose. And like look out for like the entire shape as a whole. Like this one, the shape would mostly be like this, and then you kind of go inside and kind of break it up, kind of like that, and then so like that's like something I look out for. This animation I'm actually doing, I've gotten better at this since I started this animation. So a lot of the stuff I actually do is kind of like, I don't know, like outdated design wise and stuff like that. But like it's something I'm working on. It just takes a long time. It's funny because my next animation after this I know is gonna be like 10 times better. But like that's just how it is. For added effects, ground pencil lead. I agree. It adds just so much. Really gets that buzz going, you know? Or if you're of the more artsy mind, you could take charcoal dust and just snort that. But of course, that's more of the art students, not really for hardcore animators. That's more the fine art. But hey, even sculptors probably have their own methods with like the marble dust or whatever. Where I am, there's not a single cloud in the sky, which is really interesting. I rarely look outside, even though there's a big window right next to me. I'm too preoccupied with scribbling murder and death, apparently. Or my character talking about murder and death. It's something he's very passionate about. My computer is lagging again. Makes drawing my lines a bit difficult. So, does not seem to be going too well. I'm going to save it so it doesn't crash. Yep. There the lines are catching up now. I love Wile E. Coyote. He's such a great character. It's surprisingly easier to talk to people when they're not in the same room as you. It's like I'm just talking to myself, which I do all the time. It's one of my favorite things to do, apart from animating, is just talk to myself when I'm alone. But I rarely am alone, so when I am, I'm just finally letting it all out and just talking. My computer does not seem to be doing too well. It's lagging a lot. Wait, I might end the stream soon, but I'm not entirely sure. I've probably been animating for a while. Not sure how long though. Does anyone know how long I've been streaming for? Oh wait, I could probably look on down. I have no idea how this thing works. I give up. Oh wait, never mind. I found it. Oh, I've only been streaming for an hour? That's lame. Well, I guess I'll keep going, because an hour is really not a lot. I think my stream is lagging quite a bit, but whatever. My computer is not enjoying this.
Okay, so once I had this deer, right? Of course, no one wants to die, so she started begging, offering money, the whole 9 yards, as they do. It's always similar at first, but eventually they start opening up. Once they realize I made my decision when I brought them here, maybe a nice little conversation will convince me of keeping them around. See, what I make is art. A living might be less than ideal, but once they're dead, they can become anything. I want my work to reflect who the person was when they were alive, who they truly are, underneath all the lies and the wasted dreams. Okay, so...
Yeah, right here, if you look at my mouse, that's not me doing that. That's just the computer being dumb. My mouse kind of does that quite a bit, so it's really difficult sometimes to animate because my computer just decides to move on its own. It's really annoying. Oop, I went too far. Means so yeah, when my mouse starts doing that, it means my computer's really suffering, which is understandable. I suffer too. I don't rock. I don't rock. I rock the boat and make everyone and myself fall into shark-infested waters. It's the only kind of rock I do. I don't rock. I rock the boat and everyone dies. That's what I do. Yeah, the mouse jiggles on its own, and I don't really know why. It's really annoying. But it used to be far, far worse. Um, it became much better when I turned down the mouse sensitivity. I think it was called. I'm not entirely sure. So now it still jiggles, but I can draw because before that it would like it, it's frozen again. Yeah, there we go. Before that, when I would try to draw a straight line, it would actually just go like this and like really, really bad. And I would just draw a straight line, but it's the mouse that was jiggling up and down. So it was really bad, but now it's like much better, but it's still not doing too good. But I mean, even here you can actually if I can move it. Uh, computer's not having. There we go. If you look here, you can actually see it did the jumping line thing because there's these lines here, here, here that weren't me doing it. It's just the mouse jiggling up and down. It's always up and down like this. So even if it doesn't matter which way my canvas goes, it's always going up and down like that. But yeah, the turning down the mouse sensitivity helped a lot. Another thing that helped is turning off the click, like the trackpad clicking, like the tap, like tapping to click on something. I turned that off, so you have to actually click hard the trackpad because I that was another problem. It kept clicking everything and everywhere, and my computer was just going through a lot of stuff. Here you can see just how bad it's getting. Like my mouse is completely losing control again. Like right now, I'm actually holding my mouse in one area. I'm not moving at all, but I don't know, it's not having a good time. I might end the stream soon because my my stream, like I'm watching on my iPad, it seems to be pretty far behind, I'd say. And also just that my mouse is not having a good time. It's kind of difficult to work with when it's like this, so I usually just stop for a while until it goes away. Well, it doesn't help that I'm doing a live stream. It's probably what's making this even worse. I would have loved to like live stream for like 3 hours or something, but the computer is going through a rough patch. It seems to be doing a bit better now. Yeah, there's no jiggling, but my computer is still kind of suffering, but at least it's no longer jiggling. It's still lagging actually. It's lagging so much. It it does this even when I don't live stream. It's just that like animating makes my computer not happy at all. Yeah, it's really difficult to deal with sometimes, but at least it used to be much worse, and now it's much more bearable. But it's still pretty annoying. It makes my animating just slow down a lot because I need to remake the same line a few times just to get it right because it takes a long time to record a line sometimes. My computer's not even old, it's just suffering for some reason. Plus it doesn't help I have like stuff to download for come back. Stuff to download for school and stuff, and I'm like, my computer can't even handle TV Paint. Like, it can't. I don't want to animate like on Maya or whatever because my computer can barely handle what I've got going on. Yikes, that's terrible. No, I'm drawing with a Wacom tablet. It doesn't have a screen, but it's really good. I'm drawing with that. I am not drawing with a mouse. I actually I mostly disconnected my trackpad, so now I only use my Wacom as a mouse. Except for, of course, when I restart my computer, I have um to use my trackpad a tiny bit before my computer recognizes my Wacom, but I am not using a trackpad to draw. That would be absolutely impossible, especially with the jiggling. It would have been much worse. No, my computer is just my computer is pretty good. I don't know. It's a Mac. Um, I don't know what kind of Mac, but it's Mac. Um, uh, Mojav something, I think, something like that. It's pretty good, but I don't know why it's suffering so much. But then again, my iPad, I kind of put my stuff through a lot. Like my iPad, I had put that through a ton of stuff, and I still do. But my computer now is the one to bear the blunt of my desperate attempt to draw. I do want to draw more on paper. Drawing on paper would be amazing, but like I I didn't bring my animation paper with me to from America because uh I forget what I was saying. I um I didn't have space for it because animation paper I it's heavy and it takes up quite a bit of space. So I was like, well, I'm gonna bring my light pad box thing and my um, uh, pegboard, and that's what I brought. But I never ended up buying the animation paper for some reason. I keep wanting to, but then I keep forgetting to, so that sucks. Yeah, some people draw with a mouse or trackpad, but I mean, there's not really much point. You're only like using it for to be able to draw digitally when you could just be drawing better traditionally rather than using a trackpad. I don't know, it doesn't really make much sense, but yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't really know. Why reinvent the wheel when you could just draw better on paper or whatever? I actually draw a lot on paper, just not for animation. I draw, I have a sketchbook where I just mindlessly scribble, and it's the best thing ever. I absolutely love to just scribble. Um, I used to scribble, well, of course, I used to scribble a lot as a kid, like on the corners of homework or paper or anything. But I never kept those drawings because they were um, like on like homework or other things. I did end up tearing off the drawings that I did like and keeping them somewhere, but uh, now I have a sketchbook where I just scribble like I did when I was a kid, just on my sketchbooks, and I have it with me forever, and it's really incredible. I don't think I'll keep this stream when I'm done with it. I might keep it for a little while and delete it afterwards. Like I don't know. I don't really want to spoil the animation I've got going on. I don't know. Oh, I didn't even know you were to like. I didn't know you were in high school. I'm in college and I hate it so much. But yeah, I didn't know you were in high school. But yeah, paper is amazing. Though I do love my iPad Pro. It's really incredible. I love drawing in it. I some people yeah, whatever. I give up. I give up trying to talk. I've never been good at it anyways. Oh, hey, I finished one more thing. Congratulations, me. Yep, high school, waste of time. College, waste of time. Just, I hate wasting my time. I've wasted my entire life with school and stuff like that when I could have just been learning what I know I want to learn, which is animation. And yeah, like back in uh, the olden days with like the Renaissance and um, stuff like that. Like people would learn much more. Like people would be masters at their craft at like the age of like 16 or something like that. Like they'd already be like high level masters because they already spent like their like life like training because they knew that's what they wanted to do, like be like a artist and all of that. And I just feel like I wasted so much of my life just like doing the whole thing that in theory everyone should do, which is just like school and stuff like that. Like, I mean, learning is important, and like some people can't learn like on their own. They like having like the structure of school to learn. But like I learn nothing. I like learning on my own because I learn much better on my own than with school and assignments and stuff that I just couldn't care less about. Like if and like with YouTube and stuff like that, there is like some people who are like really good at like teaching stuff, and they want to give that knowledge and stuff like that. Like there's this guy on YouTube. I didn't really see much of his videos. I just saw one of his videos, but the guy like teaches Latin. I think he uh, he did the song Hellfire from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, but all in Latin. And it's super interesting because reading the comments, some people are like, "Oh, I find it so interesting that you used this type of Latin and not that type of Latin." I'm like, I didn't even know there were multiple types of Latin. And like this dude is, and like there's like just these people that are like built like a community around learning like this old dead language, and I just find that so cool. Yeah, there we go. Rant over. I don't even know if that was a rant, but I just like talk a lot about random garbage like that because I just find it really cool. Or annoying, like college annoying, no likey. I used to hate reading books. Well, I mean, not really. I used to read a lot of Warrior Cats because, of course, I was just like part of that fandom for a long time as a kid. Like many like YouTube animators were actually part of the Warrior Cats fandom because it was just a really big animation like community built around the Warrior Cats book series. But and that's kind of where I first learned that I really wanted to be an animator because I didn't know that I could actually be an animator until I saw random people on YouTube do it, and I was like, hey, I thought you had to like learn somewhere specific to do that, and I hadn't realized that you can just start learning, and there's apps and stuff like that that you can download to make animation, and that's like how I started off. But yeah, books. I should read more books. I'm reading The Illusion of Life, and it's amazing, and I am trying to read more books. But I'm actually really bad at reading books unless I can learn something from it, like um, How to Write for Animation by Jeffrey Scott, or The Illusion of Life, or other books like Framed Ink. They're I like books that I can learn from, but like I also want to learn to read more books that are just um stories. Like I have Dracula, which I've wanted to read for a while, but like haven't even started it yet, and I've had it for months, maybe even a year. Like there's so many books that I just don't read, which sucks because I do want to read more. But I mean, it's also that with college, I don't have the time. Like I could either have time to read, or I could put all of that time reading, uh, like a book, into just animating, and that's usually what I do, which is why I like reading books like The Illusion of Life, because then I'm still learning about animation and stuff like that, even if I'm not doing it. I don't know, I need to I need to read more in general. Books are cool. I like books. Butch Hartman. Oh no, doesn't he like steal? Well, no, I mean, yeah, steal. Like copy other people's artwork and sell it for like a ton of money for like his fake commissions. Uh, but yeah, that is interesting. I my main one of my main inspirations for like my art style was Ed, and Eddie, which is exactly why I like these like very scratchy, scribbly lines. I love seeing the life in the lines, even when a character doesn't move, the outline still moves. There's still that life that's there. It's really cool. I'm such a nerd. I'm a damn nerd. My computer keeps freezing and then I can't do much. Ooh, that's really cool. Oh, Hyungmin Hui, highly suggest this YouTube channel called uh I forget what it's called. Something like um uh um crime pays but botany doesn't, something like that. I think it's I think this is what the YouTube channel is called, but it's extremely cool. The guy is like he just goes around like with like this uh like New York, like a Brooklyn accent, swearing every 2 seconds, and he sees some random plant, and he's just like he just like says like the like you know like the biological name of it, the species, all of this stuff, and then like he goes to this other plant and he's like, oh yeah, that plant, I planted that last year because this place kind of looks like shit, and I was like, you know what, let's make this place a bit prettier, and like he's like chaotic and I love him. He plant he's so interesting, and I watched a video of him talk about um, books and different apps and stuff like that where you can learn about different types of plants and seeds, and it's really interesting. He even talked about a few apps you can download on your phone that tracks what area you're in and the plant life that's there. So you can like find like some random plant the and find out what it is on the app, and it's really interesting because this guy, he's like extremely good with plants and learning all of this different stuff, and he was kind of like, you know what, more people should learn about plants. So he devised like this personality that's just amazing, and to get people interested about learning plants, and I absolutely love that. Like, people are so cool. Just, I wish I were people, man. I see all these people doing such amazing things, and that's what I want to do. Like, I want to inspire people to make awesome stuff, and um, like, and like, there's just so many people doing awesome things in the world, and I really want to be part of that kind of world, I guess, the kind of community or whatever where people just make things, and it's really cool. Fun guy? I think they're the life of the party, man. Yeah, honestly, uh, fungi and mushrooms actually kind of freak me out a bit. Like, well, especially I never liked eating mushrooms. I don't like the kind of, I don't know what it's called in English, but kaoshute. It's like kind of chewy, gooey. Never liked it at all. But I don't mind the taste of mushrooms, which is the interesting part. So if something like a sauce or whatever has like mushroom taste, I won't mind. But I just don't like the actual mushrooms themselves. Yeah, Ed, and Eddie is great. Yeah, but there'll be more shows like that. What one of the things I want to do is inspire people to make like with my um art style. Like I want to inspire people to make like nice looking detailed animations because animation mostly is either like the drawings are like really good and detailed, but it's not really well animated at all, or it's like cut out where it's more animated, but the drawings are bad. But I want like to bring back like like Disney quality animation or like Ed and Eddie quality animation where there's this life to it. I want to capture life. That's really what I want to do with animation, capture life. Oh, cool. I I need to watch more videos. I mostly just watch uh uh like Among Us videos or this YouTuber named Saikuno um who's like doing these live streams of GTA 5 where he role plays. Well, I mean, other people role play. He's just kind of himself, but it creates a hilarious dynamic between him and this other guy, Dundee, because Dundee is like really outgoing, loud, the complete opposite of Saikuno, who's like really quiet, kind of awkward, and like it's really hilarious and it gives me good vibes, and sometimes that's all you really need, just good vibes. But I can't I it's hard for me to watch movies. I want to watch more movies, but like it's hard for me to watch movies because I like to actually sit down and watch them and not do anything um, else while watching them, which of course is difficult because I like to work a lot, which is why I mostly just watch dumb YouTube videos so that I don't have to pay attention but still enjoy something on the side. And I keep going on long random tangents about random stuff, but that's just how it is, I guess. Yeah, I, I, uh, I didn't really grow up on Disney. I mostly just grew up on Cartoon Network. Um, I avoided the like Disney princess movies as a kid because I was like, I'm not like other girls. I'm tough. I don't like pretty princess movies. And long story short, now I'm actually like recently I watched Beauty and the Beast for the first time, and it was the best. It's so absolutely incredible, and I'm kind of angry with my like younger self for avoiding princess movies. It's just because me as a kid thought they were all girly and not interesting or anything like that. But now I'm trying to make up for past mistakes. Yeah, Cartoon Network was my favorite. It was truly amazing. I love like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Teen Titans, Ed, Edd and Eddie. Oh, it was so good. Sometimes they'd have goosebumps. Oh, one thing I loved so much about Cartoon Network was they'd oftentimes show the movie Sinbad and the Seven Seas. That movie had such a big impact on me. I absolutely loved it. Like whenever I'd uh like turn on the TV and see that Sinbad was on, I was like so excited. It's such a good movie, man. And I absolutely loved it. So like that's like one of the things that kind of inspired me. Um, I did watch a lot of like Disney, but just not the princess stuff as a kid. I had watched at one point Snow White, and I was like, okay, yeah, maybe this is not that bit, not as girly as I thought. And then I just kind of seemingly forgot that sentiment and went back to being some brooding, edgy 12-year-old that I was. In a way, that side of me has never left, except now I'm not scared to be like more girly because I know I can be both. I could be both some edgy bastard as well as someone who wears pink sometimes, not a lot. My favorite color used to be blue as a kid, and I absolutely loved blue, but now my favorite color is orange because it makes me happy. It's my favorite color. Usually I start off with the face. Oh yeah, I start off the hand this time. And then I just kind of made my way upwards and back around. Usually I'd start off with the mouth and eyes, but this time I start off with the hand. It completely messed up what I usually do. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end the live stream soon. I'm just gonna show this one last time and then probably call it a day. Probably continue animating on my own. I have a painting to do, and like I have not continued that thing whatsoever. I should probably do that, but I'm gonna show this one last time, the whole animation, and it's probably it.
Okay, so once I had this deer, right? Of course, no one wants to die, so she started begging, offering money, the whole 9 yards, as they do. It's always similar at first, but eventually they start opening up. Once they realize I made my decision when I brought them here, maybe a nice little conversation will convince me of keeping them around. See, what I make is art. The living might be less than ideal, but once they're dead, they can become anything. I want my work to reflect who the person was when they were alive, who they truly are, underneath all the lies and the wasted dreams. Okay, so once I had this deer right.
So there we go. I think that's gonna be it. Some of these I'm not really happy with because it kind of moves too fast, but honestly there's no reason for me to like restart everything. This strip is still like my favorite. I just love the pose, the hand, everything like that. I love his hands, they're so good. This one is good. This I'm not really happy with how he leans in because it kind of looks awkward when you watch like the actual animation, but for now I'm not really too desperate to fix it. It works well enough for now. I'm really happy with this though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call this a day. Thank you for watching my stream. Okay, I started around 2 hours ago, so that was really nice. How do I quit out this? Hello, hello everyone. Hello Silver Sun, Yunming Hoi, and no one else apparently. Except there's like 7 people watching. But anyways, I'm gonna click the end stream button. See you guys, I don't know when. Eventually, one day in the future. Yep. Goodbye, y'all. Make awesome stuff. Study animation, study drawing, do